And off we go from SoFi Stadium.
BTA. BTA. BTA.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
BTA. BTA. About get your ass whooped.
Right to the air. Here's Stafford. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Back to throw. Stafford.
Oh, chicken.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
At the 45-yard line.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles.
BTA.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move
Oh,
the
sorry.
chains.
I'm playing.
First and 10.
So for Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10.
You better do the other leg. Might as well.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams.
Oh, you gotta hold that. Come on, bro. You gotta hold that.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
From the 40,
I ain't worried about that.
22, throwing is Stafford.
Mm-hmm.
Going to be taken in here by Nacua. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Stafford.
Oh, good one.
Knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he'll be taken down, but he does.
Come on, DeJean. Come on, Coop.
Pre-game, when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers, A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
You think so?
Stafford. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Was I?
Now it's Stafford. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Come on, Dean. I spread that field out. You can't do much on it.
On 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 6-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. But 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Ready? Ready? Omaha, ready, move.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
Oh, come on. Come on.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Run that back. Run that back.
Williams.
What? That's touchdown, bro.
1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out.
What you mean about time?
The first points of the ball game as they take
What you mean?
2nd quarter.
That was a slow, methodical drive.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally had some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football.
Eagles, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Solid return through the field position. They'll start at the 32. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This short throw caught by Goddard.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Play action. Here's Hurts.
Cookies. Cookies.
Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And a good run here as he'll run all the way down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams.
Come on.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 30-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Hey! Lady!
Again, it's Williams.
Ooh, that was a free runner.
This time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
It's fourth down.
Ah, fuck that up.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Taken down at the
all right, bro.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So third down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs.
6 yards. And it's third down.
Hurts.
Yes, sir.
Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. And
Let's go.
they cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's going to be
Come on, Adams. You got to hold on to that.
second down.
You got to hold on to that, bro.
Completion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Ready. Waiting.
To throw is Stafford. This is Smith with the ground. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Stafford now to throw. That one out wide and
Damn.
intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
That's on me for being greedy.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively. His early
Love it.
struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Nothing is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Barkley inside handoff. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Blue 60!
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Just move that little boy out the way.
Now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Set! Red 80! Zebra!
They'll stay on the ground.
I figured. I knew you was going to blitz. I knew you was blitzing. Knew you was blitzing.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs and here a loss of yardage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Set! Go 20! Middle!
Here's Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Puka Nacua from 13 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 30, 80-yard line. Great return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may
Where are my scamming ass niggas at?
on the scoreboard, they may have to keep throwing it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
59! Hey, 50!
A shotgun snap for Stafford.
Ooh.
It's that one incomplete there.
You could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10, down at the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Red 80! 0! 10!
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Pass complete down in the cool. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Ready! 280!
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Where are my scamming ass niggas at?
to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 7.
Set. 180.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's Stafford. That is caught. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
Set. 250.
Williams is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams.
He goes set. 180.
Williams again. And this time he'll score. Touchdown Rams.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Rams 24, Eagles nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. Down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 43 yards. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
Hurts will throw. And he'll find his way in for two. And we're back to a two-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Count 20. 0.
Back to throw. Stafford.
Bro.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
What?
And he's
Okay.
able to get it back to right around the 27.
Okay.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Throwing is Hurts. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here now, 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, 27 yards. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. They'll try and throw for it. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Devontae Smith on the return. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Blue 60.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Get it, 20.
What?
Monday.
They'll try and run for the first with Corum. And he's going to run into a
He said
brick
what?
wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off.
Oh, man, that was some call right there. The game in the balance. They run for it on 4th down, and this has been the story all game long. They've been the ones that come up with the big plays when they've needed them. And that last one, that may have won them the football game.
GG's, my boy.